Hi everyone, welcome to End of the World Weekly. Let me tell you how this show works. I'm Newsbot 29000. I'm a robot from the post-apocalyptic future. I've been programmed to send these broadcasts into the past in hopes that you Earth humans can avoid all the calamities that led to the end of the world. Okay, got it? Good. So let me tell you about some of your current events and how they spiral out of control and bring about the apocalypse. On Tuesday, a California judge ruled in favor of the border wall with Mexico. Afterwards, Trump tweeted that California wouldn't start construction on their section of the wall until the entire project was approved. And the only thing stopping the project from being approved was that the Department of Stamps ran out of ink from stamping so many approvals on all of the bills Trump had got past Congress. On Thursday, Putin gave a speech to the Russian parliament detailing 2 new nuclear devices developed by the country that could strike anywhere in the world. Moscow held a competition online to name the new doomsday weapons, where it was decided they'd be called Red Menace and the USSR Reunification Plan 743-286B, or the Newborn Erection. And that brings us to our Alternative Facts of the Week segment. Let's get started! Alternative fact number 1. All public school teachers in West Virginia were on strike this week. Without the guidance of professional educators, students spent their time off getting to third base with their cousins. Alternative fact number 2. Jared Kushner had his top secret security clearance taken away last Friday. The poor little guy was so paranoid that the Kelly team was out to get him that he hanged himself from a doorknob by his necktie, never getting the chance to become a real boy. Alternative fact number 3. A drunk bro partied so hard last weekend that he blacked out and took a $1,600 Uber ride to his home in New Jersey from West Virginia. For that price, he could have just stayed home and got someone drunk enough to give him and then be treated for chlamydia. That does it for this week's segment of Alternative Facts. If you have any alternative facts you'd like to hear on the show, leave a comment below and we'll talk about them next week. It was reported this week that Ben Carson spent upwards of $200,000 on new furniture for his Housing and Urban Development Office. The hefty price tag was an extra hard slap in the face considering the department was facing budget cuts of around $7 billion. Carson justified the expense by explaining the furniture was bulletproof in anticipation of the riots that would take place as the Trump administration forced more and more Americans into low-income housing. Well, that does it for this week's episode of End of the World Weekly. Thanks for tuning in and I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to tune in again next week when we'll have a brand new episode. Thanks again for watching. Bye.
Delicious.